Hello. So, where should we start? We should start at lisbonstartups.com here in Lisbon with David and Jason with our guest.
Check it out.
Check it out. Yes. And we are with our guest here, Bia.
Hello.
How's it going, Bia?
Really good.
Awesome. So, I have a question for you.
Oh, okay.
Where are you from?
I'm from Brazil, originally Rio de Janeiro. So yeah, but I've been living here for 2 years already. In Lisbon.
It's a bit colder here, isn't it? Especially now.
Yeah, especially when you consider here is like summer the whole year long. But it still is fine. It's still good weather. Could be worse.
How did you end up here? So the question is, why Lisbon?
Okay. I was living in Rio for sure, and studying and working at the same time. And I was doing political science and international relations. And I was like, I want to move. I don't want to be stuck here because I was seeing like, I have a really nice life over there, but I saw all my friends following the same path. And, I wanted to move, go to other places. And I know that as long as I was there, I couldn't do that. So I applied for Portugal, and Brazil has a lot of like international agreements where you can come here to study and to work. So I started applying for unis in here in the US, but in the end just work better here. I found a uni that I really like, and then I transferred my studies for Lisbon. So yeah, that's more or less.
When you say about your friends, they were taking a different path. What do you mean by that? Like different countries, or Portugal in specific, or Europe in specific, or is there a trend? Is there something particular?
No. So I think that my friends now is different, but back then, like 3 years and a half ago, not a lot of people were thinking about moving. When I'm saying like different path, they were just following the normal path that people do in Brazil. So they are studying, they start to work, they stay in their parent house, they maybe travel once a year, and that was not what I was looking for to me and for my life. And I think now it's becoming more a trend, like a lot of youngsters are coming from Brazil to here and to other countries. But yeah, that's more or less what I mean.
Very good. Of course, you're our guest, but maybe this is an opportunity to talk with Jason a little bit. He's our co-host.
Yo.
How's it going, Jason?
What's up?
So you're coming from the other side of the pond, right?
Yeah, Carcavelos.
Carcavel, very good. Very good. I have no idea where that is. I mean, I do, but I guess most of our audience will not know. Or maybe they will because, if they like the beach, they will find that place eventually.
Maybe.
So, what brings you here to Lisbon, Jason? If you want to talk about that, of course.
No, I don't want to talk about that.
Okay, so you're like an undercover kind of local, right?
No, I'm from the United States.
Very good. I guess
Yes.
that's all he wants to say.
It's like the Brazil of North America.
So you
Literally.
like the Brazil of North America.
Yeah.
Oh,
Is
really?
it?
Yeah, it really is.
Very good. Very good. But you have both sides. You have the Atlantic Ocean and you have the Pacific Ocean, right? You got that advantage over Brazil.
Yeah.
You got everything. Or not. I think you're still missing a few things. That's why you guys end up here in Lisbon from time to time. So, let's talk about this place where we are at right now. So, where are we right now? It's Selina's Secret Garden, Lisbon. Is that how it's called?
Yes, it's Selina Secret Garden Lisbon. So it's Secret Garden Lisbon under the brand of Selina for sure. Yeah.
So the main brand is Selina, and you have this little project here. I mean, not little, it's quite big. What do you have happening here? So it's a co-working space plus a hotel plus what else?
We like to call ourselves a nomadic environment. So we have a bit of everything. We have in Secret Garden itself, we have the co-working space. We have share rooms, so with bunk beds, and we also have the private rooms. But at the same time, we have a restaurant, a rooftop, and like pool. So we have a really big space with a lot of different activities going on. Yeah.
Activities.
Yeah.
That's very interesting. So maybe you should talk to us about what kind of activities do you have here?
Okay. So mainly we have a programming that is monthly, and we share the programming in different polls, I would say. So for different audience and with different types. So we have from workshops that can be in traditional Chinese medicine or women sharing circles or a specific topic that we think our audience is looking for to learn more. So we're going to start having digital marketing workshops, workshops in brand and style and things like that. But at the same time, we want to bring like more fun and relaxed part. So we have cinema nights and we have dance classes for free by the pool. And there's also the other side of it, which is, of course, like events for brands or anyone that wants to use the space for their personal events. And yeah, and in the future, we're going to have live music and kind of different activities and events in the rooftop and in the restaurant to try to bring locals, expats and nomads together to interact and share. Yeah.
So I see you're trying to engage with multiple audiences there through live events. And I'm guessing those events you're doing mostly in partnership with other entities, groups, right? Can you tell us a bit about how it works, how you work with others? Do they reach you? Do you reach out to them? How it usually works between you?
Okay. So yeah, it's a bit of mix. It depends. So for example, right now we have a big partnership with Lisbon Digital Nomads. So a lot of people that are from the group contact me directly because I'm always super active in the group in Facebook. And they have their ideas they want to share, or even like some digital nomads meetups were here already. So it's one of our bigger partners. We are super open for the digital nomads community. Also, Lisbon expat and nomads, expat and locals, sorry. They're also having some partnership with us. So they host their meetup here. They're having a sharing circle monthly. And then we have other partnerships with brands and festivals that goes more for the global Selina brand than only Secret Garden, which is the location in Lisbon. But then I also have, for example, we're now starting some partnerships with social works, so to give back to the community in Lisbon. So, for example, we are hosting some free activities for the local community in like how to use LinkedIn and prepare for HR interviews. And in that case, this is more us reaching out to them and saying, hey, we have this space, we want to interact with you. But on the other hand, is also me trying to see what we want, like what the people that come here and already give me some really good feedback are looking for, and what we can give back to everybody and improve our relation with locals and everything. So how we can expand the project outside of what we already been doing. I don't know if that answers your question.
Of course, that makes sense. Jason, would you like to maybe say something?
Yo, how long have you guys been here?
And Lisbon? Just a couple of months. So I specifically been here for less than 3 months. But Secret Garden, I think it's gonna be doing 6 months, like next month. So it's 5 months. So it's pretty new, yeah.
It's brand new and fresh, huh?
Yeah, it's super nice. I really like it. It's really cool. You guys should check it out.
Nice shout out for Selina right there from Jason. He approves the place. Me as well. I've been at the rooftop. It's quite nice. Maybe we'll include some footage of that in the interview so people can have a look at the place. And yeah, the feeling I have, as I told Jason already, is when I have there's like a safe haven, like the rooftop. It's like I don't have to pay any taxes. This is going on record. I don't know if the Portuguese government is going to get me for this, but it's okay. I pay my taxes, so it's no problem.
Yeah, we call ourselves Secret Garden, and the idea is to be exactly like a safe haven where people can come and relax, and enjoy our events, which are mainly free, and just like meet a new location in the city, meet different people that they probably wouldn't meet in the other locations we have right now in Lisbon, because I think our main job is to try to engage all the different groups that exist in the city right now and connect them, because yeah, that's what we want to do, and we're trying to improve each month more, and that's it.
Very good. Tell us a bit more about how your partnership actually works. I mean, give us an actual example. For example, you told us about the digital nomads and there's the expats community here in Lisbon, the expats and locals community. How does it work? How do you work with them in particular? Like,
Okay.
Can you give us an example? What do they have to do to be your partner? Or if someone is listening to this,
Okay.
they like the place, they want to partner up with you. What should they do? What should they? How should they get to you? Just
Of
tell us
course.
something about it.
So basically, with that, it was kind of really organic because we have the co-working space, and a lot of people started seeing the event we were doing, and we have a really nice location. So they were like, "How do we do something here? Like, how can we interact?" And it was also part from us that we saw a lot of people come in to co-work, and we were like, "We want these people to hang out together, get to know each other," and then we. Enter in the Lisbon Digital Nomads Facebook group, especially the Lisbon Digital Nomads, and the other experience manager that come before me, and he got in touch with them, and basically partnership wise, it's just like if when anyone listen or want to do a partnership with us, you just have to contact us, either me or our marketing manager, and just say like a couple of things about your idea and what do you want from us, and then we're gonna check it out if it actually fits to what we want to create, of course, because Lisbon Digital Nomads is a really good fit for us, because I think it's exactly what we want to pass, and we want this community that is now coming heavily to Lisbon to interact with other parts of the society here.
It's a big community already. The
Yeah.
Digital Nomads has grown a lot in the past 2 years. Quite a success story, I'd say. Pretty big. They have big
Yeah.
events. They can call up to over 100 people for their events. It's pretty good for
Exactly.
Lisbon. And I guess it's only growing. What do you think? You think it's growing the whole nomad scene, entrepreneurial scene, I don't know, digital professionals in Lisbon? What do you think about that?
Yeah. And so for me, it's definitely growing a lot and really fast. I moved here 2 years ago. And of course, I was in a different background, so I was not that much in touch with this side of things. But I saw really big change from when I came 2 years ago to now. Not only in that side, but like I think the expat community, the remote workers community, the digital nomads community is so much bigger now, and there is so many more space and new space in the city to try to bring these people. And the nice part is that also I see a change that now the spaces they're opening or the other co-workings or everything, they are trying also to make an effort not to put this community like this is the Lisbon Digital Nomad community and it don't interact with the local community. So they are trying to mix a little bit more, which is, I think, in my opinion, is great. And that's a little bit what we also want to try to do. So, yeah.
Very good. And, well, you were not here last year.
No.
And Selina was not here last year either. So they will be here. They have to be ready for the first Web Summit. I'm pretty sure you'll be fully booked. There's no question about it. The city is packed.
Yeah. So for us, is a little bit Web Summit is gonna be a really interesting opportunity to us because we've been talking previously before the interview that we really think it's a really big event and a lot of people come to the city. But Selina right now is not that much known for being like a tech hub or something like that. So we definitely want to host more events and to have more people talking about these topics here and feeling that we are open to this kind of activities. So we are already in touch with some partners to try to, you know, the people that come here exactly for Web Summit, or if maybe they are not able to go to Web Summit, they come here, they can, you know, talk about, share their opinions, and yeah, let's see how we're gonna do it. I checked it out a couple of weeks ago to see like our occupancy and how it was, and it was okay. But I feel like definitely now that it's approaching, we are getting more full, and there's a lot of people wanting to do things, especially in the Web Summit time with us. So that's really interesting. Yeah.
Very good. So you haven't seen this before, but during Web Summit, there are a lot of events before, okay, at night and after Web Summit. Like at least a few days before Web Summit, a lot of people, a lot of networking events, a lot of workshops, a lot of all kinds of activities. During at night, because Web Summit, like the event itself, it ends at around, I think like 6 o'clock. So people have a lot of time. They want to enjoy. They go out at night. The city is crowded. And then after Web Summit, people stay a little bit for either tourism or to keep on networking, keep doing stuff in Lisbon. So I think it's also a great opportunity for your space, for Selina to engage with this with the international audience. And you said that Selina is not seen as a tech hub.
Yeah.
But you mean like it's not seen as a tech hub yet, and you want to become like a tech hub or seen as? Tell us about it. Yes.
Okay. So definitely we want to improve a little bit that side. So a lot of people that come to co-work, they're always asking me about the tech scene in Lisbon. A lot of them are developers or programmers, and they really like Selina's space, but they're like, yeah, like in the networking side or maybe in your event side, it missed a little bit for us. This part of being more tech driven or something like that. I wouldn't say this is our main goal, because we also we gonna change a little bit our space. We're gonna have a brand new open rooftop bar, and also our restaurant will be open at night now. So that's gonna change a little bit how many events we can host daily or weekly. But we definitely want to have more activities to that side. And to people, we're definitely not gonna become a tech hub as like other ones that exist and are pretty big and good in Lisbon. But we want to people feel that they have the space here to do things related to tech, to and events and like that. But yeah, something to get better in the future for sure.
Very good. Very good, Jason.
Super cool.
So shout out from Jason right there.
Yeah, I had a question there. I was just wondering, you were explaining some things, and it sounds like there are some stuff that's already going on right now, like stuff that's recently passed, and maybe some stuff that you know for sure is going to come up. Maybe did you want to talk a little bit about what's going on, what people missed out, and what they can expect coming up here soon?
Okay, for sure. Thank you. So for the last month, we had a lot of last month and now September too. We have a lot of different activities. So maybe people that are watching and listening are gonna see more or less what we are focused in our activities. We had a traditional Chinese medicine workshop. We have meetups from Lisbon Digital Nomad, Lisbon Expat, and locals. We have a lot of women's focus activity. So a couple of women groups get together here in Selina. Some workshops of style and brand for women. More in the fun part. I see you there. We have some classes for free, which are more in the fun.
I was laughing because I was thinking, is that a problem? Like, will women take over the world? Like, shit, should I just...
I think women already
I'm
rule
really
the world.
scared of that.
Exactly.
I'm really scared, so...
Come on.
They have like this social, like, secret groups right now. They're going to take over the world.
Wow.
We better watch out, guys.
Yeah, we're already taking over.
Better watch out. But yeah, you know how it goes.
Yeah. But yeah, we want to create here a safe space for women to get together, especially because there's a lot of girls that come from outside of Portugal and they just want to share their experience. They don't know anyone, so it's a good way for them to meet new girls and new people and just share. And we talk about everything from work to relationships to your fears, and a super nice environment for women. That's something that I specifically, when I got in, I wanted to bring. So for any women that recently just got in Lisbon, come to join us in our weekly women's circles. Sorry. But passing from that, we also have...
That's great.
Thank you. We also have some weekly activities that are mainly just for fun and for you to have a great time. So we have outdoor cinema nights for free with free popcorn, which is great. We have dance classes on Friday.
Free popcorn, guys. You heard about it. So.
We have dance classes on Friday that goes from bachata to salsa, kizomba, samba, and things like that. We also have something that I'm really excited about, which is having 2 times a month capoeira classes for free.
And free popcorn as well.
No, not in capoeira circles.
I'm joking, yeah.
And we also have once or twice a month 2 big activities, which is the Flash Tattoo Day, where we have our tattoo resident, which is Chris, that she tattoos in Selina, and you can book her anytime.
You have a tattoo artist here.
Yeah, we have it.
What are the prices? Just give us an idea. Some
Come
random
on,
guy, they want
I
to
think-
they do the logo of their startup on someone their shoulder. How
Okay.
much is that going to cost and how long is it going to take?
I think it starts from 40 euros.
Guys, you know it's going. 40
Yeah,
euros is
come
great
on.
branding. You should do it.
You should.
Great ROI on that.
And then it goes up depending of the size and the type. She does stick and poke and machine tattoo, so it's just whatever you want, and then you talk with her. But yeah, so she comes here once or twice a month together with other invite tattoo artists, and we do this really cool flash tattoo day where people just bring their beer, drinks, get something to eat from a restaurant, and have a great time, like tattooing, and yeah, and it's also like a sharing moment. It's fun. And now we're gonna have something that I'm really excited about. That is the Portuguese market in our rooftop.
Portuguese market.
Yeah.
Sounds interesting. Tell us about that.
So we want to make people that come here, because they're mainly like tourists and or digital nomads or people that just arrive in the city, to know new Portuguese brands and sustainable brands, because it's something that we are really serious about. And then we're gonna make a market once a month with food, vegan food, live music, live art, and some Portuguese brands that are partners with us selling their products. So yeah, that's something that we're gonna do the first one in October, and if it goes well, we're gonna be doing once a month.
That's very interesting. So I think you understand very well that there are these different audiences. Me and Jason, we have been talking a little bit about this. So
Yeah.
about the entrepreneurs, about the nomads. You talked about women in tech. Like somehow this is kind of a different segment.
Yeah, for sure.
Kind of. Why is it that way? That's a different question, maybe for another time. Also, you're getting into a little bit of tourism with the Portuguese market.
Yeah.
But there's still something that connects everyone. All of these segments, all of these audiences. What do you think? What is it? Is it Lisbon? Is it what do you think connects them all? It's a hard question.
Yeah.
I think she's the one connecting everyone.
She's the one. Yeah, that's a good.
Yeah. It's for
she's the one.
Yeah.
So you are the one from the prophecy, right?
No, really far from it, but for sure, having people in our location that first like all these groups and all this idea, and really really like what we are doing here is the main key for connecting everybody. So having me or the other Bia that works with me and Diana.
There's another one? So
yeah.
you're not the one? Oh my god.
There's two Bias working with experience in Secret Garden right now. But so definitely, yeah, having a good stuff that is open to talk with people.
Just so our audience gets this clear, I'm not sure if we mentioned you are the community manager right here.
Yeah.
What about the other Bia? She's the
So
community manager number 2?
so I am we call experience manager here.
Okay, yeah.
And then Bia is the community experience assistant. She helped me out with everything that we are doing now, because I was doing it alone and it was too much.
Yeah, David's my assistant.
Yeah, I'm Jason's assistant.
Okay.
He's the manager here at lisbonstartups.com. And that's very interesting. Bia, I really enjoy. I also want to congratulate you because we know you've been recently hired.
Yeah, thank you.
You're kind of happy for that because you like
Yeah.
the place. Very good.
Yeah, I'm
People
super
like you as
happy.
well. That's great to know. You've done
Thank
a good
you.
job.
Thank
So
you
you
so
were an
much.
intern before.
Yes, exactly.
You got hired because you're the one.
Yeah, maybe. So I started here as an intern in another different area. Then I asked them, hey, I really like the area. Can I go there? Because the other person, which was Marcelo, was leaving and they needed
He
someone.
was quite popular as well, right?
Yeah, it was really tough to come after him. Everybody was like, you're the new Marcelo. And I was like, oh my God. But I think it worked out well for me. And then I just love the job I'm doing here. I love connecting different people. And that's a little bit what you asked before, how we put people together. I think I love talking, as you guys can see.
Yeah.
And then I love talking with different people. And I think it's the best way when you can travel or you can go to other places to get to know other things, other cultures. And then that's the Secret Garden. We put a lot of people together. You get to have a salsa class with a Portuguese person, American person, a Brazilian person, a Russian person, and someone is working remote, someone is working in Lisbon, so it's really nice, and that's the way we try to interact everyone.
That's very good that you mentioned that, because something that we want to achieve here at Lisbon Startups is a truly international community, okay, of digital professionals and entrepreneurs that see Lisbon as either their, let's say, main their main base or just a place that they're coming through. It's for both of these audiences, and we want it to be really international. And we have noticed that some communities have leaned more towards either, like, let's say, more Portuguese or more. They cater more for a certain community from a certain country. We want to be more international, more inclusive. Also, something that you mentioned, women, also important to include all of these groups. It's also something you really want to reach all of these audiences.
That's so nice.
Maybe we can consult with you about this.
Yeah, if you want, for sure.
Very good.
But yeah, that's also what Selina, at least for me, like, I'm not from Lisbon, I'm not Portuguese, I'm from Brazil. But my family, like my...
Who cares?
But my dad is German, so that's a background that I have in like different cultures. My main focus when I was studying was like multiculturalism. So that's something that I brought for the programming we are creating in Secret Garden. Having different cultures, different activities for people to get to know other cultures too. So that's come with capoeira, with samba classes, with live music for different places that we're gonna have soon. And then so everybody's welcome.
Incredible. Jason, want to say something?
How can people get a hold of you? How can we find you if we don't? If we're
Yeah,
not
shout out for
already?
your Instagram now.
Followers. So yeah, if someone just want to connect with me, you can either go to Facebook, which is beatrize. Maybe you can type. I don't know if people are gonna get
Yeah,
that.
we're gonna put that maybe if you want only to share this, we can write it on. the
Yeah,
description.
we're talking about work. I mean, I don't know if you.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, if you want to share your bio links.
Yeah,
whatever,
for sure.
we can
So
include it, of
my
course.
Instagram, my Facebook, and my LinkedIn are the same.
Shout out for Bia's Instagram and LinkedIn. Guys,
It's-
subscribe,
Yeah.
like.
So I go by Beatriz in all my web pages, and then my mail for the ones that want to do something more about Selina and want maybe get in touch with me to do some events here, just get to know more of the place. Can I do that? Okay, thank you. Is Beatriz Selina.com. So
Your email.
yeah, my email.
Of course.
Can they find you on the website though? On the Selina's website, maybe.
No, it's a bit harder because you can go like if you go to Selina's Facebook page, Selina Secret Garden Facebook page, you can send us a message there, and then they're gonna pass for me, and that's.
Can you just show us your shirt? Can you just pop it out a little bit? We just
Yeah, for
noticed it's a Selina branded T-shirt.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Thank
Yes.
you. Yeah. So yeah, if anyone, the easiest path can be like the Facebook, or either I'm all groups for Lisbon, and I'm always posting. I'm sorry for that. So I'm spanning all the groups in Lisbon. I'm gonna be kick off all of them, but yeah.
I just had a business idea. We get your tattoo artist, and we get startups to pay her to tattoo people with a slogan from their company.
But
You know, so people can come here. They get paid to get a tattoo. It's just a business idea I have right now. What do you think about this?
David, what are you talking about?
I have no idea.
would you
man.
tattoo
It's
your
just-
brand?
Yeah.
Would
It's
you?
great
People
marketing.
do that already.
Yeah, people do that already, but not here in Lisbon.
But
There's a reason for that.
Yeah, there's a
yeah,
reason for that.
they're
shit.
paid for that. It's like marketing or something.
It's not Las Vegas, I think.
Yeah.
That's why, I guess.
I think it wouldn't work that well
Yet,
here.
it's not. So that they say that Lisbon is the San Francisco of Europe. What do you have to say about that?
No.
It's not. Why? Why not? Tell us.
They have the bridge. The bridge is nice. I heard it's the longest bridge in Europe. I
Which
heard
one?
that The longest bridge.
The bridge that goes to the other side of the river.
But it's not that one. It's the other one. So the one that is similar to the.
Why did you ask which one if you know?
Yeah. No, which one are you mentioning? Because
I'm
if it
talking
is.
about the longest bridge in Europe. That's the one I'm talking
precisely.
About.
Exactly.
Talking about.
Yeah.
We're all
Exactly.
talking about
we are
the
all in the same
bridge.
page.
True, but the one that is similar to the one in Rio de Janeiro is not Rio de Janeiro. Sorry, the one
Yeah,
that's similar
the-
to the one in Rio de Janeiro
Right.
is the statue of Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
really?
Yes.
What are you talking about?
I have no idea.
What are
I'm just
you
talking. Yeah. But the bridge that is similar, it's actually designed. They say at least. I didn't check it out, but I think designed by the same architect
Yeah, it is.
that designed the.
We can tell.
And
Yeah, there's a major fight.
I even
saying
heard-
which one is the first one. Yeah.
I even heard the iron was extracted from the same mine, but I'm not sure about that detail.
but they are so far away from each other. How that works?
I have no idea.
Okay.
And the bridge that is the longest is the Vasco da Gama Bridge.
Yeah.
It's east of that one.
We have a local over here.
Yeah. International.
International undercover local. Very good. Jason, you want to ask anything else?
No. That's super cool. Thanks for telling us so much about what's going on here. I definitely feel like I should live here.
Yeah, you should.
Come more.
Yeah, that's
for
an
sure,
interesting
for
topic.
sure,
What
for
if
sure.
someone wants to live here? What if? We get to the what if part.
That's so basically like you can not rent, but like if you want to have a room for a month, I think you can do by booking.com or go to our reception. But we don't have like special fees for like room rentals. I have seen a couple of people that stay here for a long time. But yeah, it's just more a hostel itself. So it doesn't work for living.
What about the pool?
That's right. There's a
I
pool.
knew
There's
that
a
question
pool.
was coming.
What about the pool?
And so the pool is made for our coworkers and guests. And I mean, if you come...
Stop right there. You have, I believe, the only co-working space in Lisbon with a pool.
Yeah, it's the only co-working space in Lisbon with a pool. And it doesn't matter what kind of pass you have, all coworkers can use the pool and the common kitchen and the rooftop.
But can they co-work at the pool? That's the question.
If they want to take the risk with the laptop, yes, for sure.
Guys, you heard about it.
I mean, I'm not taking the responsibility if the laptop gets wet, but they can do it if they want, for sure. And that, for me, that's amazing. Imagine, now summer is over, but imagine like really hot days in Lisbon, you just come co-working and then you go to the pool, then you come back. So yeah, for sure.
I don't think you come back from the pool. Like,
You stay there.
yeah.
You might come back, but not the same day for sure.
For sure. Different day. Yeah, it's funny because sometimes like more last month or 2 months ago, I would be like working and walking around and like I saw the coworkers going to the pool and they are having like their meetups in the pool and I was like, okay.
Pool meetup, that's a new business. Poolmeetup.com.
Pool meetup.
Pool meetup.
Like meetup.com, they should have this section just like pool meetups.
Pool meetups.
Oh my, that will be
Selina.
that'll be awesome.
That's a really good idea for next
a concept.
summer.
That's a concept for us to explore. Here at LisbonStartups.com, we discussed this very seriously. Me and Jason, we're going to implement this concept here.
Oh, that's
Here.
that
We didn't,
concept.
but we will.
There's something in this concept.
We promise. We
Yeah.
promise this to our audience. We will have pool meetups.
But that's
should
so
do-
hard.
We should do our interviews in the pool.
That would be great.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
That's awesome.
But yeah, in the pool topic, it's just hard because our pool is still a really nice pool, but it's small.
It's a small
So
pool. Yes.
imagine if everyone that comes here could use the pool.
I
That would
thought
be
about
insane.
it. Yeah.
And then, I mean, we say that if you buy something at our restaurant, you can go to the pool. But in the future, I don't know how we're going to coordinate because imagine you have 100 people at the rooftop and all of them want to use the pool at the same time. Would be gross.
Talk a little bit about that. You said the restaurant. Like, do you have people coming to the restaurant that are neither guests nor people at the co-working space? Okay.
So basically, our restaurant in the moment is more for the guests itself. But soon we're gonna be open the restaurant at night for people that just want to grab something to eat, go to a proper restaurant, right? It's gonna be really good. Check it out.
Check it out. What's going to be the name? It's like Selina Restaurant. Well, what's the name of the
Selina
restaurant?
Restaurant, Secret Garden, and then also like a rooftop pizza bar. We're gonna also have it. But yeah, so mainly there is a couple of people that come and they don't want to use the co-work, so they stay working in the restaurant. And they buy a coffee or something, which works for now, but in the future, as we're gonna change a little bit, it's not gonna work that well. But yeah, it's funny. There's a lot of people that do meetings at the restaurant, and you just walk there, and people are really serious, talking with each other, and I'm like, oh my god, so sorry.
Yeah, what's wrong with these guys? Like working and stuff? Are you serious?
Yeah, who works?
Yeah, it's Lisbon. Come on.
And the restaurant also is being used right now because we close really early. We close at 4. So as I told you before, it's being used for bigger events. So it's more for entrepreneurs. So we have like Toastmasters going on every Monday. We have Reach doing events monthly with us. We have also Grow Remote doing events once a month. And then you use the restaurant for this kind of events because it's bigger. And yeah, they come. That's super nice.
Okay, let's get back to that topic where you said that now the restaurants are going to open. A lot of places will have a different purpose, so they won't be available for events anymore. So you're going to lose a little bit of flexibility.
Yes, for
so
sure.
what are you going to do about that?
So basically, what we're gonna do is from now we been giving people opportunity to do events here if they have any idea, if they want to start their own, their own personal project, or even if they want to start giving classes and they don't have a place to try. Maybe in this moment we have been giving a lot of people the opportunity to use the space and to try, because that's also something we look for, to give people opportunity.
I guess you're going to be more selective from now on.
Yeah, that's the thing, because after we have the restaurant open at night and the rooftop activated, we're gonna have different activities. We're gonna be like having live music, shows, maybe also like a lot of meetups, but it's gonna be more for the fun part for sure. It's gonna be more difficult to have events that they need a private space. And then we're gonna be left only with this room where we're standing at, which is what we call multi-purpose, because you can do everything here. And the
Everything.
co-working and the co-working area. But yeah, that means unfortunately, because of other things that will be going on, we're gonna have to be more selective and less flexible as we've been right now, and what we've been doing right now. So yeah, but it always changes, and I also want to keep giving people opportunities. So maybe we're gonna select some slots of time I will be able to offer people that want to start a project or something. Yeah.
Okay. And again, like about Web Summit. Do you have
Okay.
any idea?
Of what is going
You told
on.
us something before the interview
Okay.
about that.
So Web Summit is just a little bit complicated because, as I told you, we're gonna have our restaurant open by now, and then all the groups that have been contacting us are really big groups because Web Summit is huge. But there's a couple of events. We're gonna have a private event that is being discussed. I cannot tell you what it's about, of course.
Spill the beans.
No, I can't. Come on. I just got hired. Come on. But no, for sure. We're going to have some private events for companies.
So guys, now you know, subscribe. If you get the premium membership, you can access to this private information. Only if you have access to it. Go on.
Okay. But yeah, so we have some companies that are coming for Web Summit and going to use the space for like after Web Summit networking event or everything they want to do. And then there's an event that I'm really excited about that is not 100% confirmed yet. So yeah, stay tuned. But it's a real huge event focused more for women because, as we all know, tech is...
What do you mean more for women? For women just, or
No.
it's fully inclusive event or just for women?
I
still
cannot
thinking about it.
guarantee, and
Yeah.
I cannot guarantee you, but I know that like 90% of
Just you're not invited, David. Everyone else is invited.
you know that this week he was like, I'm going to this event, and I was like, which one? Because we are having a women only event.
It's like, oh, but I was not going to that one. But she was trying to save me from that.
Yeah, I
From
was
the
like,
embarrassment.
but no. So I think it's not going to be women only, but I'm sure it's going to be 90% or even more of the audience focused to women. It's an event they've been doing all Web Summit editions, and they just get together after Web Summit for cocktail and sharing circles. And it's really great. It's a huge group, and they've been in connection with a lot of women in tech groups, so like the Lisbon one, and in London and other ones. So I'm really excited about that because, as we all know, tech is not that much for women. It's growing a lot, but we want to provide this space, and yeah.
Yeah, me and Jason are also very interested in catering to that audience, and we have said that for every 200 guys we interview, we're going to interview at least one girl.
That was
No, I'm joking.
ridiculous.
Actually, it will be perfect if it will be at least like very balanced.
Yeah,
You know,
I think it's good.
As many guys as girls.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we're guys already, so actually,
We're guys already. Yeah.
Don't say.
actually, if we have,
We're
if we
guys
interview,
already, don't
yeah,
forget
if we
that.
interview only girls, then it's balanced
Yeah.
because there's
That's
always
just Jason's dream.
no, of
That
course
was
not.
horrible.
Of course not.
No, of course not. Don't say no.
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying though that's cool though, because there are a lot of people coming and going, and I think the community of nomads in general, or just people just trying to get out of wherever they're from, should be a little bit more inclusive of everybody.
For sure.
Shout out inclusivity.
And let's not forget that.
Hashtag inclusivity.
Yeah, let's not forget that. Well,
Hashtag altogether.
some parts of these communities and a lot of this digital nomads are more like in the tech side and things like that. It's still not. It's still a male, more like dominant male environments.
Yes.
So it's really good to include women, and there's a lot of really great women over there doing great work, and of course men too, but we all know that already. But yeah, I think it's nice that you guys want to have women's and men's and be inclusive for both sides. Yeah, thank you, by the way.
Yeah, I think it's all about empowering both genders, actually. Just empowering everyone.
Yeah.
All genders, both genders. Wow, really?
Oh, I'm getting
Yeah,
into
I
politically
think-
dangerous territory. I mean, all genders, whatever. I don't know how many.
That's not the purpose.
don't know.
I don't know how many, guys. I'm sorry for
Yeah,
what I said. I don't want to get anyone triggered.
But I think it's important empowering people in general. Not only, it doesn't matter your sexual orientation. I mean, genders. We are talking more about men's and women's, but or people that don't fit or don't see themselves in any of this. But for sure, like, it's about empowering people in general, and that's what I want to do. So I get people every week saying, "I have this really cool project. I just don't know how to do it." And sometimes, even if we cannot have the project here because it just don't fit, we try to give people like contact and help and everything else.
Can you give us an example of that? Of that process sounds very interesting that you do that.
So, for example, imagine someone reach out for me saying, "Oh, I want to start giving classes," and then like dance classes, and they reach out to Selina and they want to do here, but or we either already have a teacher, or we don't feel like it's gonna be easy to bring people to pay for dance classes here because also we don't have the correct space. We are like, okay, what is your idea? Do you have people that are already going through dance classes? You only need a space, or you have a different product that you want to start selling? And it's just informal, because we don't want, I at least don't like to go into a meeting and say, "Oh, no, and I can't help you." And if I have a little bit I can share, so imagine just last week, a girl which is working more with tech and startups, she works for this company and they want to start getting to know like the other startups in Lisbon, and she has a really cool project and everything. And she asked me out to do something about this here. And I told her, "Look, I think it's great, but I don't know if we had the proper audience for that. And I know a lot of really nice places in Lisbon that is like for tech, for startup. I have really nice friends of mine that work with that."
Is there any particular place you'd like to talk about? Shout out to nice places in Lisbon that you know about.
Okay.
'Cause Bia knows a lot about Lisbon, guys. Just go.
No, so there is really cool places around. That is Beta is really good. They have a lot of really nice events too, more in the tech side. We also had like second home co-working.
Bia now is all Brazil.
Yeah.
You agree with me, and you're Brazilian, so that makes sense.
Yeah. But yeah, that's one of the biggest ones, I would say. And then of course we want people to come to our co-working, to work here, to stay here. But it's also good to share then, look, you have this cool idea, but I don't think here is the fit for you or for us. It's not gonna help you. And then I just talk with them like what are my thoughts about that and what I see. Maybe if they are not from Lisbon and they just arrived here, they know nothing about, I try to share with them a little bit of the knowledge I have and try to say where would be better for them. And I have no problem in sharing context and, trying to help people. I think that's the way we should be doing. So, yeah.
Very good. Jason, want to add anything?
No, not really. I did have one question though. The pizza bar, it's gonna be Brazilian pizza or European pizza because
What is the difference?
requeijão,
Pizza bar? I
catupiry.
didn't know about that one.
That's the difference.
So
You're gonna have a pizza bar here?
Yeah, we're
Oh,
gonna
I
have.
didn't know about it. So tell us about it.
Okay, so we're gonna have a rooftop pizza bar, which is gonna open soon, maybe end of October, November, and it's gonna be homemade pizza. So we have like this oven for putting pizza. It's super nice. It's done in front of you, so it's really great. I didn't know about this Brazilian style pizza.
Whoa, Brazilian pizza is the best. It is so good.
But I can tell it's gonna be mainly European. But our leader chef is Brazilian, and so maybe there is gonna be a little bit of Brazilian flavor, but I cannot confirm that. We're gonna have caipirinhas though, if you want to check it out. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So yeah, it's gonna be really cool, and I hope people can come and also just have a drink and eat if they don't feel like going to attending events, and then they can talk with people and meet new people in a really nice location in Lisbon. So yeah.
Very good. Is there anything you'd like to add, tell to our audience, Bia?
I don't think so. I want to thank you the opportunity. Super great.
We are thankful. Thank you very much.
I think it's
Bia.
the first interview I ever gave. Feeling so important right now. But yeah, thank you. And just for everyone that is in Lisbon, check it out, this guy's website and their project, and also check out Selina's and Secret Garden. And if you are around and you have idea or you just want to talk, you can always talk with me.
So that's it. Bia in Lisbon, here at lisbonstartups.com, at Selina Secret Garden Lisbon. Me and Jason are going maybe to
Yo,
very good. Maybe ask for Bia for a little tour. Gonna get some footage for you so you get an idea of the place. And that's it, guys.
once you get a tour, it
Don't
seems
forget
really
to
awesome.
share, like, and subscribe. And over and out.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.